Alright, hello everybody, it's Raven, and I'm here with Roorz, and we're checking out his ship, so tell me all about it, man.
It's kind of like a Star Trek ship with my own design, I guess. I kind of wanted to take like some of my favorite parts of ships that I've seen throughout the series and stuff, and meld them into some hopefully not monstrous design.
Right. Well, you have a tendency to build big ships.
Squares.
Well, yeah, a little bit squarish ships, but this is showing better than the last one I think I saw. So that's
Well,
always
the
a
last
plus.
one you liked.
I did, but I mean in the squariness. You've got other angles, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah.
There is logic on the nacelles, but I redesigned the saucer section from a circle to a different shape, so they're not linked in. But I can still show them off, kind of.
I would suggest, and I know this kind of sucks considering where you're at, but the bottom part of this, of your saucer, maybe make that a little bit more curved because it's really straight.
I'm still working on the saucer. I completely redid it. I had like a circle one with a different, which went wider out, but it started to get square and deform as the wider it got, because I worked off of the first instance at the bottom, which was the smallest part of the saucer. So it started to deform. So I've now reworked it, and I've got a new design, but I've only got like about halfway through it. I've still got to finish off the front, and then I'm gonna even it out a little bit more and make it a bit more natural.
I will say, right here, right where I'm at, with the red lights, make the hull come out over the grating a little bit, so that it actually is a little bit recessed, and it'll look really good.
Yeah, that was just so I knew where the impulse engines were going to be,
gotcha.
rather than pretty much the rest of the hull is done. It's literally because I said no, I don't like the saucer section, and went back and redid it to a different shape. But most of the ship is now wedged up and ready to roll.
Gotcha. Let's see. Bump. Damn it. It's gonna. I think the one thing you're gonna run into with this one is it's gonna require a lot of cut-in detailing.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to cut in here and there and make holes in what you've got, and that's okay. But you're gonna want to make a lot of different levels of detailing. I know that most of these are pretty plain and pretty, most Star Trek ships rather are smooth, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way.
I'm going to use different colors and stuff to give that level of detail, and I'm going to add windows, etc. The saucer section is going to be mostly cosmetic, because if you look inside my secondary hull, that is just two big blocks of both power and regen.
I will say one other thing that I told Enterprise, and I think it's equally valid here. You're using blue lights for this side thing. You may want to try to flip those to I think it's called Verret crystal, the blue one that it's a little darker than ice crystal. It looks almost like blue lights, but because they're the closest thing we have to connected textures, it'll look really nice, and you won't have that frame, because that frame kind of destroys the look that you're going for in a way.
Yeah, it looks. I normally work off of Pixel. I've only just I've had to do stuff in my game, so I'm currently seeing the same thing as you are.
Yeah. I would do that, and because you have it right on the back. I mean, this is perfect. Do this over there, and it'll look good. And maybe vary the color depending, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of go for as well. Try and make sure that every different color has a different area of use, so you can distinct different purposes of the different colors.
Right, and thankfully we have two. We have ice crystal, which is a light blue, and then we got Verret, which is a little darker blue. And definitely use those.
Ah, crap! I just died.
Yeah. What?
I sort of, crashed.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a downside.
Yeah.
All right, I'm assuming there's no interior done on this one yet.
There is at the very back. If you go into the hangar bay, there is base design. Look for the hangar bay as well as a warp core.
All right, so you got a nice little hangar bay here. Definitely do some maintenance stations in here. That'll look really good.
I'm gonna have logic in there. So like, if you see, I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but I've got like a little like observer area which is gonna have like stations in it, and I'm gonna have logic in that activates a red and green light so that it tells like people when they can fly out and stuff.
Right.
And
what I'm almost.
I probably also have like a red alert mode when the doors are open.
Right. The one I'm actually thinking of is on the sides of the room. Have a little like engineer's station, you know, the guy that has to go and fix the ships when they come in. Yeah. Give him a spot, you know, and that'll be really, really cool.
Like a little area for Scotty to hide in.
Basically, yeah. Pretty much. You know, stuff like that. And that'll really make the ship feel more lived in and more suited for space travel.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to vary colors anywhere, especially on the interior, because I know the theme you're going for is, you know, more Star Trek-y. So you're gonna have less variance of colors on the exterior other than in lights. Lights tend to be, you know, more varied in color. But don't be afraid to change the colors a little bit on the inside. So maybe with your observation area, have the part that sticks out with the window framed in black, or maybe in white, or you know, maybe make you know, if and when you get to a medical bay, definitely, you know, make a sterile room, make it white, make a, you know, surgery style room, thing like that, and that'll really vary it and make the ship much more interesting to walk around in, and that's really the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I've already kind of started that. In my previous version, I had like an entire bridge set up. It had, you know, there was yellow chairs, and it had a nice bridge and stuff.
Right.
That all got removed when I redid it.
Right.
If you that area that like where the warp core will be main engineering, I'm gonna have stations and stuff, and I'll probably have like ribs on the interior to make it look like it's been like reinforced, so that will keep going until the bitter end, sort of thing. And then I probably will put supports as well in the hangar bay, and then I'll probably also have like stuff on the outside, like you said, using different colors. I've already started that. Like, if you look around the ship, you'll see the yellow squares, and like the meta of that would have been, you know, directional thrust and stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it looks like you've got a pretty solid start. I'll definitely be interested once you get, or even more interested once you get a little bit more on the interior done, and you know, finish up your main disc and get a little bit of interior in there. I definitely want to see this one again. Yeah.
I was gonna. Yeah. If I can't do it now, but I had logic in the warp cores, and there is also weapon systems. If you look above the deflector dish, that's where the missile systems, and I've got two different ones, which are each individual. So I've got two lock-ons and then two torpedo spreads, which are like the cluster missiles, and they come out of this like same output. So I've made it look like there's two bays, but like you can change out the missiles. So if they all come from exactly the same point. But where you're looking inside has got that's the slave systems, and then if you go under it, it's got the that's where the actual systems are, and there should be about like 4 missile pods, and they've all got small tubes that go from the secondary hull up the neck into the outputs.
Gotcha. All right, nice work, man. I like it. And then you got your computers there. All right, cool.
There's also logic on the nacelles.
Sweet.
Yeah, I had it so like if it was going into warp, certain like parts of it would open up. Like if it was out of warp, loads of bits would close up and stuff to protect it. But the second it goes into warp, they all open up, and the 2 lines at the back of the nacelles were supposed to be outputs for the warp, and like they'd open up and everything. And there was like flex doors between the crystal and the windows, so it looked nice and smooth, but also had you could see it like close and open them without ruining the shape.
Nice. All right. Well, I've got one more to get to for the moment, so thank you for showing this to me, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this one once you get a little bit more done. Definitely bring this one back.
I'd love to bring it back. This is probably like going to be my Mona Lisa of starships.
Fair enough. So, thanks for showing me the ship, and thanks everybody for watching. And as always, we will see you again next time.